welcome to the OPOV podcast. We are live. It is August 28th, 2024, 12 o'clock p.m. And we are on time. We are definitely on time. So we're going to start this thing off right. How you doing today, brother?
Hey, man, I'm good. Just letting some of our people know we live. Sometimes you got to hit them up directly to let them know. You feel me?
You be sending out texts and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like mass texts?
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, you got to. Because sometimes people forget, and it's just one of the pieces of the automation we go get dialed in moving forward.
That's a good deal. That's what you be doing all the time then. I be noticing that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up, man. I'm going to have to start doing that shit. I'm going to definitely start doing that shit.
Absolutely.
But listen, man, let's get into it. Without further ado, we only here for an hour, so we don't have time to play today. What's going on, chat? Hey, chat, listen. I did some things to the audio, so let us know if we too loud, too low, or just right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what she be saying. Just right.
Let us know. I sent you my little text template, man, if you wanted to,
Oh, okay.
throw that out there. See, that was me right there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this how that shit. Oh, you know what? Let me put my do not disturb on so nobody won't. Let's do that real quick. Okay. Oh, I like that. That's live.
Yeah, family. What they do, bro? Let's like this video. Let's share this video. Let's share this live, man. We going up. We going up today.
That's
going
hard.
up today.
Hey, man. So, listen, everybody. Let's do this. Without further ado, let us get into these sponsors. Today's episode will be sponsored by. Y'all see that?
What's that in, Coach?
SW Promotions.
Okay.
Bay Productions. Play your part. So, the Virgo season is here. The Virgo takeaway. The Virgo takeover. Let's say that right. My bad, y'all. 6 days away, September 1st, the biggest all-white Virgo party is back. 3 of the hottest DJs spinning tracks all night long. A great vibe. When I hear a great vibe, oh man, that must mean the ladies gonna be in the building. The ladies gonna be in the building.
Drop a bomb for that.
They gonna be. If the ladies in the building, that mean the drinks don't stop, right? That mean men be all up in the building, right? A great vibe. Keep you energized till dawn. So the tickets are definitely on sale now. Everybody, listen. Let's look at the bottom of that. The address is 8300 Pines Boulevard, Pembroke Pines. So it's right next to where the old Iguanas used to be at. It was formerly known as Premier, but now it's called Duce Restaurant and Lounge. So let's get on over there, man. The tickets are definitely on Eventbrite. Virgo Crew, I think it's all white. Virgo Crew, all white. .eventbrite.com. So let's get that popping, everybody. Let's get that popping.
Sounds good.
Let's get that popping. So D,
Good. Yes, sir.
what you got going on, my brother?
Man, I ain't gonna hold you, dog. On a more serious note, man, we had something real tragic happen in the community,
Yeah, that's a fact.
and I just want to shed a little light on it. You dig? If you see the picture on the screen, it's one of the homies' son, 2 of the homies' son, really.
Facts.
I know homie old boy, and I know his mom, but not personally. We all, went to the same high school together, same middle school, some of us. And unfortunately, man, the son was, you could read the fly, man.
Yeah.
And we reaching out to the entire community, any and everybody, that may have any kind of information that'll lead to an arrest, that'll lead to justice being served, that'll lead to some type of closure for his parents, for his family, for his loved ones. Man, say something. And I come from the same streets that all us come from. We all understand that there's certain codes and certain ethics and certain guidelines, but when it comes to senseless crime, senseless murders, just senseless things happening people that got firearms and is very irresponsible. It's no such thing as a code.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So, if you need this flyer, man, we encouraging everybody to post this flyer to their social medias. Post it to your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, whatever, your TikTok, your stories. Let's spread awareness until justice is served.
That's a fact.
You dig what I'm saying? So, real unfortunate, man. Real unfortunate, man. And if you do nothing else, man, pray for his moms, pray for his pops, pray for his brothers, pray for his loved ones, cause it's tough. No parent, man, should have to bury their child. Like never. All right, but yeah, man, we want to meet in the middle of the day. Sorry to start the show off on such a note, but we gotta be responsible, man, and we gotta be careful. We gotta be responsible, and we gotta be careful, man. All right, shout out to everybody in the comments so far. Let me get y'all comments pulled up real quick. They say I'm on. You got that comment right there. I ain't gotta read that. Family, what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Loving the content. Yes, sir. So if you look on the screen here, man, we got our cash tag right here, right? Hey, listen, man, if we doing something right, go ahead and send us a little cash app donation, man. Cash tag OPOV1, we appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe me and Back can go get a little lunch or something.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I could get my Yeah.
Man, don't say nothing stupid, man. We're trying to solicit some funds, man. See me, man, every day, big Sagittarius, man. Big Sagittarius, you see it on the cup. Big Sagittarius, man. That's my mama business. She make those custom cups with all your zodiacs and all that good stuff. I believe everybody from OPOV got a cup.
Dog, that shit keep your drinks cold.
Man, listen.
For a minute, too, boy. Look at this nigga. This nigga fucking nigga, dog. God damn it, bro. What is that, bro? Like Water, man. Keep a little agua. But yeah. Then, hey, listen, we got a call-in number, right? If you tuned in on today's show or even on Saturday's show, 8 p.m., you can call in 305-528-3725, 305-528-3725. Ladies, you can keep your bonnet on. Yeah.
It's just a voice. But if you want to come in on the video, you know, we can drop you a link. You click the link and come in on the video as well. So yeah, man, I think that's it. I think that's all, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Let's get some more likes. Let's get some more likes going before we get into the discussion today. So this is Mr. Daryl Finley, Silverback University, SBU, and Batman Meet in the Middle. For those that don't know, right, me and Batman have some very, very, very different perspectives and points of view.
Very.
So we figure we'll have some good dialogue and try to meet in the middle. Meaning we'll try to, you know, go ahead and get on one accord.
Before we do that, though, like the video. Let's do that first. Let's start off with a like, everybody. A like. Hey, Kia.
What's happening, Kia? What's happening, Joe?
Listen, let's start off with a like. You know?
Yeah.
A
Let's
like,
get some likes going.
A like will take us so far. You know what I mean? I think we bring y'all pretty good content every week. I think so.
Facts.
You know?
I like that angle right there. You keep it right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think we good right there.
Do y'all like that angle?
Yeah. What's up, Atara? So yeah, man. Meet in the middle every Wednesday, 12 noon, man. Meet in the middle, midday, midweek, adult conversation. Where I fly at, man? We got a pretty cool flyer.
Oh.
Why you throw it up there?
Shit. You got me.
I got you.
You got me. You got me.
But yeah, man, every Wednesday we right here, Facebook, Instagram. Excuse me, Facebook and YouTube. But listen, man, you want to get into your video first, or you want to get into?
It don't really matter, dog. It don't matter, dog. I think
it's up to you.
I think the world riding on yours, so we could ride out to yours, to the ending part of yours. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We could finish it off with that.
Did you get a chance to look at that interview?
Not the whole thing. I started last night, but I couldn't finish.
Okay.
But I definitely started it, and it's a lot to unpack.
I agree.
We got people. Is that somebody calling in? I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that one yet. Yeah, I can't answer
Somebody
that.
call in 305-528-3725. They want to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
But we won't take the calls until like midway through till we understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, myself and Batman, we have very different points of view.
Yeah.
Very, very different points of view. Certain things Bat don't believe in, I tend to believe in, and vice versa. So we say, you know what? Let's go ahead and give our audience a middle of the week, midday show from a male's perspective. And we decided to call it Meet in the Middle, right?
Right.
So without further ado, we're going to get into the first response video. So just a FYI, this show will mainly be centered around responses to things that are going on in the social media world, in the podcast world, in the interview world, in the journalism world. And right now, one of the biggest interviews is Cam Newton and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
That's her name?
Cheyenne. Yeah.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Cheyenne.
Dr. Bryant, we'll call her. Very, very, very interesting dialogue. Very, very interesting conversation. I actually have two clips that I want to take from that exchange between the two of them, just for contextual reasons. If you haven't looked at that interview, Dr. Bryant is a therapist. I believe she has close to 20 years or 20 plus years in her profession. So she speaks from a place of firsthand experience, as well as her personal story is a very interesting one, right? So if you have the opportunity, please check out that interview. Now, some people felt like she owned Cam Newton, that she exploited certain things. I won't really get into that. I will say that she is highly educated in her ability to communicate what she is thinking and what she's feeling. I had to give my hats off to her. I can't even front personally.
She's a therapist, though, bro. That's what she do.
I had this conversation with somebody. She's a therapist, that is true. But being a therapist does not guarantee your ability to communicate. And I know this because I've encountered people that sought therapy and had to go through a number of different therapists before they found the one, because there was just a mismatch, most of it lying in the lack of communication or communication that the person could receive, right?
Right.
But yeah, she is a therapist, but I believe personally, just from watching her with Cam Newton and with Nick Cannon, that she's a very good communicator, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll get into the first video, and then we'll share our thoughts on that.
You want to go to the first one first?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it.
Men get married and become a father and go, oh, shoot. Okay, I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the car and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
Give me that.
Now, what you think about that, man?
I think she's dead on.
She dead on?
She was dead on.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had conversations like something similar to those,
We have.
and that was dead on.
Okay.
Like, I really have nothing to say about that.
You ain't got nothing to say?
Nah, because I agree with everything she said.
So is it safe to say that she knows what she's talking about?
Oh yeah, we got to go by percentages. By me watching some of the full interview, I'm gonna say 97% of what she's saying was correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty high. Some things I didn't agree with, but in this, since we talk about this right here, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
That fairy tale ideology is a motherfucker.
Okay. Okay. But can we say like her?
Shit.
Can we say that her that she's credible? Like, can we agree that she okay.
Hold on, I got you.
Appreciate it.
I know what it is. I got it. I got you.
Appreciate that, Joe.
Appreciate that. Got you. Fixed.
Okay, perfect. But can we say that? Is she credible? Can we say that she know what she's talking about?
To a certain extent, from a psychological standpoint, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can say that she's credible. That she can actually, because she's a woman. That's number one. And she was speaking about women. That's what she is. I fixed the echo. Tell me if the echo is fixed already. I changed it up already. I apologize. I had something else going in the background.
Okay, Joe said perfect. Okay, thank you. Okay.
But yeah, I think she is credible. What do you think? Do you think she's credible? What do you say about that?
Man, so in the beginning of her and Cam's interview, he asked her, "Where are you from?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like very beginning of the interview, and she went way to Antarctica and back. And Cam said, "Man, I just asked you where you was from, and I came front. I was saying the same thing. Like, whoa,
A whole bunch.
that was a lot." But at the same time, I will be honest with you. As the interview progressed, I became aware that she provides a lot of context in what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like she's communicating very effectively and very much in a way that she's trying to assure that you understand, and that may be an extended explanation of something.
She drug it out though.
Yeah.
She drug it out.
But don't miss the point. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss the point of what she's saying, because it's not, how you would want it to be said as far as the length of what's being said, because she had a lot of validity to everything that she said, a lot of it, right? But we agree. That she's credible, and in the comments, everybody is saying like she's credible. Can we agree to that?
Yeah, we can meet in the middle on that.
Okay, cool. So let's play the next clip, because we agree that she's credible. So let's get into the next clip.
What identifies a woman to be high functioning?
A high functioning woman is a woman who wants you. She doesn't need you. And let me clear that up. When I say she doesn't need you, it doesn't mean she's independent. That means she is interdependent. I only not need you because my pain doesn't need your pain. My dysfunction doesn't need your dysfunction to feed it for us to be in this relationship, meaning I don't need a trauma bond with you. Okay? She wants you because she wants the healed part of you, but has the capacity, because we're all human, we ain't perfect, to facilitate and deal with the unhealed part of you that's going to show up in the relationship at some point. And hers is going to show up too. Mine is going to show up too. And so that's why I always say, I want a hybrid. I want a hybrid for y'all out there who want to know, meaning a man who's high functioning enough to meet my healthy high functioning, but low functioning enough to deal with me when my abandonment inflames, to deal with me when some of my dysfunctions that I'm still working on inflame. Because if he's too high functioning, guess what? He doesn't have the bandwidth to deal with the low functioning part, which then means he can only connect with folks who are not being fully authentic within themselves. Meaning you may have a loving relationship, but you won't have a real intimate, deep, vulnerable relationship. I'm a woman who seeks connection and vulnerability. I'm not into casualties or casual sex, just TMI or not, meaning I like the depth of things. And so I need you to see me. I need you to see my broken. I want you to see my heart, whatever that comes with. And I'm not embarrassed about it. I'll tell you about it. I'll show it to you. And I'm okay with a man who can facilitate it. But what a high functioning man may do is if he's all the way high functioning, he has already cut off the side of him that is authentic, and there's a superficialness there that won't allow him to connect with a real person.
Now, I know that was a lot. That was a lot. Yes?
Yeah, my bad. All right, you
Yeah.
good.
So I know that was a lot, right? But essentially what she was saying was she was distinguishing the difference between high value and high functioning, right? Now, we've been on this high value crap for about 3-4 years now, 3 years maybe, right? And what Cam asked her was what defines a high functioning woman, but she went on to define a high functioning woman, but also indicate that it looks the same for men and women to be high functioning. So my question to you, Bat, you consider yourself to be high value?
Define high value.
How much money you make, nigga? Shit.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm up there.
Mm-hmm.
I do pretty well for myself.
What about high functioning?
That's a different story.
Why is that?
Because I ain't gonna hold you. I was listening. She started going too long for me, like too much explanation. And like I said when the video was playing, damn, she made me forget the question. You know.
Okay.
I don't know. You got to break it down for me.
So the long and the short, she was distinguishing high functioning, and she made the point that if you're so high functioning, at certain points, if you don't know how to be, as she said, a hybrid, meaning you're high functioning, but you still have the capacity to relate and facilitate those that are low functioning or those that are high functioning but have moments when they are low functioning. Because what she says is that if you're just always high functioning, quote unquote, you've cut off your ability to empathize. You've cut off your ability to meet a person when they're in their space of low functioning, and you are now not even able to connect with a real person. You understand what I'm saying? Because nobody is perfect. Nobody can be high functioning 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
And those that pretend to be have now created this very superficial space of false pretenses, in a sense, right? So again, my question to you is, do you consider yourself to be high functioning, low functioning, a hybrid? Like, what do you see yourself?
I would say hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not always on no high functioning shit. So yeah, I meet myself have 50-50.
Okay. But you don't like to be vulnerable.
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay. So again, in the context of what Dr. Bryant was saying, being vulnerable is the ability to effectively communicate how you feel. You know, even what she said was, I want to connect on an intimate level, right? I want to be vulnerable. I want you to see me in that light.
I think
it goes both ways.
I think I could communicate exactly how I feel. But
you gonna stop at being vulnerable though.
But I don't understand what the vulnerable part means.
Well, the vulnerable part is not holding nothing back.
No, I don't hold anything back.
Okay.
But I guess I'm just having a problem with that word, vulnerable.
What's a better word for you? I feel like
oh my God.
Like, it make you feel mushy?
I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I don't think I could. I don't like the word. We got to get a better word than vulnerable.
Okay, for your liking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because vulnerable means that I'm in a place where I could be either manipulated or something. Just I'm vulnerable. I'm out in the open, like, take me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't like the word vulnerable.
But does does that allow you to have an intimate relationship with that person if there's still parts of you that you're not even comfortable, or you're not even comfortable with the word vulnerable?
It's not about comfort. I just don't like the word.
Comfort, don't like what, like
I could have all types of meaningful conversations. I can
so a
share.
meaningful conversation is not the same as a vulnerable conversation.
I don't think so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking you is, if you operate from a place of being high functioning, right? And not always, you said, from a hybrid place. If how can you give like how can you get what you don't give, right? Meaning, I'm sure. Okay, so can a woman be vulnerable with you?
I guess so. Yeah.
She can.
Yeah.
So she can, because we've had conversations on this show, and you've said that, hey, listen, man, you come around me, I'm gonna tell you what it is, whatever the case may be, and just take it or leave it. So when a woman is vulnerable, a lot of the times she may be broken. She may be in a place of. I think everybody can agree that being vulnerable can a lot of the times be very uncomfortable, because it's the reason why it's called being vulnerable. It's uncomfortable.
You like being vulnerable?
Nah, nobody likes being vulnerable.
Okay.
But you have to, in certain situations, go there if you really want to go there.
Well, maybe I'm not articulating it right. Because okay, so is being vulnerable telling you some of my deepest, darkest secrets?
Being vulnerable oftentimes looks like having the uncomfortable conversation. Being vulnerable oftentimes, it does involve secrets that you wouldn't normally express, but for the sake of this relationship, this circumstance, it calls for that.
Okay, well, I'll be vulnerable with somebody that I trust.
Okay. So vulnerability for you is correlated with trust.
Yeah. I have to absolutely trust you 1,000%.
Okay.
If I don't, I guess I'm not going to be vulnerable.
Okay. So you're saying that you do have the ability to be vulnerable.
I think everybody has that.
It's stipulated by
Trust.
By trust.
Yeah. I think, would you be vulnerable to somebody that you don't trust? As a man, do you think that's a conscious decision to be vulnerable with somebody that you don't trust?
I think that there could be instances where, regardless of if the trust is there or not, you have to do your part. And it's not for you, it's for the other person. So I think about my oldest daughter, 15 now. There's certain conversations that I have to have that I'm not going to be Superman in that conversation.
Okay.
Right? But if I'm trying to steer this child to not make some of the mistakes I did, or to be conscious of certain things, it may involve me unpacking certain things for the sake of the finished product. You understand what I'm saying? If my only concern is, well, how is she gonna look at me and how she's gonna take it, or if then I'm losing sight on the finished product. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you're saying that freak all that. If I don't trust you, it ain't nothing.
No, I just don't find. See, I don't have kids, so I can't use that. What you just used with your 15-year-old daughter, right?
But you have circumstances.
Yeah, I definitely have circumstances, but I still don't believe in sharing my vulnerabilities with people that I don't trust. That would be a huge mistake.
Okay.
And there's reasons behind it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you have the same reasons why you wouldn't share your whatever thoughts with whatever individual it is. Hold on, let me see that. Go ahead.
Okay. I think I think it's all circumstantial, but going back to the clip, I love Dr. Bryant's message, and this is the message right here. Because again, we've been caught up on high value for the past 3 years now.
Yeah, that
Everybody high value now.
everybody.
You feel me? And her message is suggesting that, hey, high value doesn't always equal high functioning,
Mm-hmm.
right? High value doesn't always equal. I think everybody at some point or another may have encountered someone had a few little dollars, but felt like because they had a few little dollars that they could treat other people like shit. And that's just not what it is. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that would be an example of low functioning. You understand what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So then we gotta just begin to ask ourselves, what are we? Are we operating? Okay, let me ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel as if you create the space or you make people comfortable with coming to you?
No.
Okay. Why not?
You know the answer to that, but they don't.
I don't know, man.
I really don't be wanting to hear bullshit because my response ain't gonna be what they want to hear.
So a person's vulnerability to you is bullshit, or a person coming to you to express
I would say
how
this.
they feel.
I say this. I would listen to certain people's vulnerabilities. Like I would listen to understand to be able to give you a response if needed. And or if it's just sometimes you want to vent, I listen. And probably won't have nothing to say unless you want me to say something.
Okay.
He lacks empathy. I definitely don't lack empathy.
But that's what you sound like you're doing, though.
I might not have sympathy, but I don't know about the empathy part. I might not be sympathetic.
No, you gotta look. You gotta look up because that's definitely empathy. Sympathy is feeling sorry for someone. Empathy is understanding.
If somebody called me to be
attempting
vulnerable to vent to me about something, what does that look like?
That looks like you empathizing.
So I empathize with you, but
But you lack empathy.
I don't see that part. I think I don't know, man. Maybe I do need to go read another dictionary on empathy. But I don't know.
So let's look at this comment because this is very true. Some people share vulnerabilities with a group of people they never met to help them understand the perspective. So immediately, that sentence makes me think about different substance abuse groups, AA groups.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like those people. And I've never attended a meeting. I can only go off what I've seen on TV, right? But it looks like a bunch of people that don't know each other, but they all share the common struggle, be it alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be, right? Like sharing your story of drug abuse. So he went on to say that, right? Like sharing your story of drug abuse with an auditorium of people who may or may not have had that experience to help deter certain behaviors, right? So again, if you, and going back to the example about my daughter, if you, in a space of vulnerability, can share something that will ultimately help someone, you're saying you choose not to do that because you don't trust the person or the people or the auditorium or whatever it may be?
Well, I've never been in one of those groups, so I don't know. What? How am I supposed to be able to answer that?
They say you low functioning, but
Man, listen, but I don't care what these people say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want.
But you believe, when I ask you the question, you believe you're high functioning.
No, I believe I'm in the middle.
Okay, you're a hybrid, even better.
Yeah.
So as someone who can teeter both ends of the spectrum,
if need be, if I need it to be low functioning, I can.
Okay, so when you're a hybrid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just going back. It just goes back to Joey said you don't care. It just goes back to Dr. Bryant's explanation of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're a high function, when you're a hybrid, that means that you're operating in a high functioning space, but you have the ability to empathize when someone else is in their space of being low functioning. That could be insecurities, that could be fears, that could be different things. I mean, think about it. How many times have you either firsthand or secondhand experienced a person being on the receiving end of something that they didn't even earn? A certain attitude, a certain Just for example, your old lady may come home from work, she had a bad day, and takes it out on you. And you know you ain't do nothing. Now, it's one of two ways you can meet that. You can meet that with, man, I ain't do, F you too. And now the house is incomplete. Or it could be an understanding, right? This is the high functioning, understanding she's in a low functioning space, and how do we facilitate that? Well, I know I ain't do nothing wrong. I know it. Let me really get to the root of the issue. And it looks like being able to empathize, ask questions. Hey, did you have a good day? What's going on? But
she didn't have a good day. She just came home and snapped on you.
Well, but what you're saying to an extent, and they say he cares to a certain extent. So what you're saying is that, you don't want to hear the bullshit.
No. So
okay. Well, correct me, please.
Well, if I know she's coming home, well, first of all, I'm not gonna have to go through the she gonna snap on me because she had a bad day at work type of situations. But let's put it in a different path. Like if she come home and I notice that there's a problem, and I know something's wrong, and I'm getting that energy that something's wrong, I'm going to question what's wrong. And anybody that knows me know I'm not gonna let up. I want to know what the problem is so we can correct it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's happening? What's the problem? What is wrong, girl? Like, nah, you can't tell me nothing because I see that it's something.
Okay.
So, nah, I'm not one of those. See, that's why I was saying you took it the wrong way by me saying I'm not going to. Nah.
Okay, correct.
If it's some bullshit, then bullshit gonna be met with I don't want to hear bullshit.
So give me an example of bullshit.
I don't. Let me think.
Like somebody come to you talking about this right here right now, and you like, nah, I don't.
That tends to happen with my homie friends, with the guys.
Okay.
Like, so if you come to me with a problem that when I hear it, I'm already creating solutions in my head. I'm thinking immediately, like, you supposed to be thinking like me, like, damn, so let's start from the root of it. Like,
okay.
Let's fix this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if you're not listening, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck it. You ain't listening to me. You brought the problem to me to help or to listen to be able to respond. But when I listen to respond, you're not listening. I don't want to hear it. Nope.
So it's not that you don't want to hear it. You just don't want to hear it from somebody that's not going to take heed.
If you're not receptive to what I'm going to say after you brought it to my attention, nah, never would have made it.
Okay.
Never would have made it. But my old lady, nah, I want to see that's going to affect me getting my dick sucked later. So I want to be able to understand what the problem is. Like, what's up? What we doing? Like,
because nigga want that old polished wax and shimmy.
So that part alone, I'm going to address it. I'm never going to stop. Like, nah, I'm not one of the ones that could go to sleep mad type shit. Well, yes, I can. I just lied. I won't be mad, but you will. But we'll talk about it in a couple of hours. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
So I mean, it sounds like you do have the ability to.
I
you
definitely
just don't
do.
like certain words. You don't like to be classified as certain things. You don't want to be classified as being vulnerable.
I don't think it's a classification.
That word give you the heebie-jeebies? What it do to you?
It's just stupid. It's a stupid word. You feel me? I feel like the word is stupid.
All right, how do you feel about intimacy? How do you feel about that word?
That's a good word. Being intimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good word.
See, so, and it's just going back to the clip, in the context of what she was saying, that you create a certain level of intimacy when you're able to facilitate when your partner is in a vulnerable place. Or when you yourself can be in a vulnerable place with your partner. So when we say intimacy, we ain't talking about sex.
No.
We talking about connection.
Connections, yeah.
Okay.
Intimate.
So how do you create those connections when you don't want to go to a certain place of vulnerability with a person?
With the homies, I ain't trying to be intimate.
We talking relationships.
Relationships, I'm going to be intimate. That's okay.
So you're going to be vulnerable in a relationship?
If that's the word you want to use, nigga.
Yes or no?
I don't know, nigga. I don't know. I guess so. I guess, yeah. The person that I'm dealing with knows about me because I'm going to tell them because I feel comfortable to talk about me to them and them to talk about them to me.
Shout out to Brittany Shaw, man. This is really good. Women feel the same way about the word submission that men feel about the word vulnerability. You don't like what? That was a good one.
No,
No?
like.
But she's saying that's how women feel. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know how women feel. But that's what she's saying. As a woman, that women feel the same way. Because you're acting like that word is the kryptonite right now.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's a stupid
and women
word.
Act like submission is kryptonite, like you saying slave.
But that's their natural abilities. That's what they're supposed to be. That's why.
Oh, so you're saying that a man's natural ability doesn't fall into being
vulnerable? No.
I gotta disagree with you.
Okay, so go ahead. Let's talk about it.
See, so it goes back to what Mike said. He thinks it's synonymous, vulnerability, with being weak. And in a previous message, Mike said that it's actually a sign of strength.
So being vulnerable is strong?
Yes.
So what about when somebody weaponizes it against you?
So it goes back to what you said.
They have your weaknesses, right?
Well, it goes back to what you said. It's not for everybody now. I'm not saying to, plaster your vulnerability on the billboard. It's not for everybody.
Put it back. Put that comment back.
You don't leave room for nobody. You need a hug?
Hug me.
And see, that's when we go to this part. You just all-purpose.
Mm-hmm. That's that good cleaning shit. You can use that shit on everything.
So somebody asked, right? Shout out to Miss Dufresne. She was on live doing her thing the night before last. Shout out to Miss Dufresne. How do you define intimacy? Baby?
Call in and I'll tell you.
Okay. So if you want to call in, 305-528-3725. We go move this thing along. Being vulnerable.
Send a text.
The heebie-jeebies too, though.
Send a text first so I can know who it is calling. Because if I don't know,
goes back to the law of attraction.
Yeah.
So Reva, how you doing? So what we're doing is a response video to our conversation is centered around the Dr. Bryant and Cam Newton interview, I guess you would say, conversation that they had. And in that conversation, Dr. Bryant went into defining high functioning, the high functioning man and the high functioning woman. And what she pretty much touched on is that you can be operating, if you're always operating from such a high functioning place, you almost lose the ability to meet a person when they're in a low functioning space. So I think every man that has dealt with a woman understands that every woman, to a certain extent, has certain insecurities. And it's on us to facilitate how we handle that woman when she's in that place of being insecure. One of the biggest things, any man that's had a child with a woman can understand that her body goes through so many different changes. And, the woman has that baby, you got to wait that, 6 weeks, 8 weeks before you get that bub again. And she may not be the same way she was when y'all conceived that child. Like, she may have some very serious insecurities about herself. And if you're operating from such a place of high functioning that you can't empathize when she's in a state of low functioning, you lose that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just like a quick example of some of the things that Dr. Bryant was talking about. Say you confuse and vulnerable with emotional.
How about you call in real quick?
Okay.
Call in.
How can you protect something that you perceive as a threat? Well, Brittany, to his defense, some people will weaponize and use your moments and times of weakness to, go against you, right? And we've literally had women on this show. They sit right across from me and this guy right here, 3 of them, and they all agree that there had been times when they used a person's vulnerability to cut below the, hit below the belt. You understand what I'm saying?
Cut you down at the knees, baby. Hit you when you're down.
So her definition of high function is basically a person's trauma no longer controls the people they choose, the way they react, et cetera, et cetera. They've done the work. All facts, Erica. All right. So back the long and the short, you believe that you can be a hybrid. You can operate from a high functioning place, but you can also meet a person at a low functioning place. But you yourself are not going to allow a person to see you in a low functioning space because you don't want to be vulnerable with a person.
You saying a person? Once again,
Your person. We're talking relationships.
My person's going to see that that side of me.
Okay.
I just don't give everybody that person.
Okay.
I don't think everybody deserves your vulnerabilities.
Absolutely.
So,
yes, definitely watch the entire 2 hour and 28-minute interview to answer that question. All right, so we gonna move this thing along because I know you got a video back.
Yeah.
Took a lot of time on that one.
It's a quick one.
Okay, cool. Hey, listen. So for those that's just tuning in, this is Meet in the Middle, midday, midweek adult conversation. Mr. Daryl Finley, Silverback University, SBU, asshole extraordinaire. Mr. Batman here. He loves it. So what we do on this show is, man, I come and I bring a video that we can respond to, and then he suggests a video. Batman suggests a video that we can respond to, and we just have adult conversation around that video. So before we close out, we gonna get into the next video, and y'all just stick with us and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want, you can call in 305-528-3725.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes will literally push their woman away, like intentionally, because I don't want to file for divorce. I'm going to start slacking. I'm going to start having an I don't give a damn mentality, come in when I want, stay out as late as I want, knowing that that's going to make you mad, knowing that that's going to make you feel like you're not as valued no more, so hoping that you'll go ahead and end it so I can say that it wasn't me.
I don't know.
I see that part.
I know plenty of dudes.
I don't know.
I see that.
I've done it. I went and did my own thing. I didn't give a fuck until she said, let's get a divorce. And I said, okay.
You was ready for it to say that.
I was ready for it. And I know plenty of other guy friends besides y'all that are married that I've talked to say, I'm just waiting for the time when she says, hey, I'm leaving you.
Okay, D. Give me your thought on that video what we just watched.
That shit was stupid.
Why you sound like me right now, though?
Nah, because that was stupid. If you want to be with a person, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think men do that a lot?
Males maybe, boys maybe, men, like men. So I'm gonna. So to be honest with you, that sound like some female junk. I'm not mature enough. I'm not man enough to just tell you I don't want to be with you no more. I'm you know what I'm saying, do all this extra crap to force you to not want to be with me when I can just be an adult and say, nah, this ain't really working for me no more, baby. So nah, that was.
But the question is, do you think the male species do that? Have you ever heard a guy say he's done that before?
Nah.
Even as a boy. Because as a boy, I did that shit.
What, I'm gonna be an a-hole and make her break up with me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was young and dumb.
Okay, but you're asking if men have done that.
We still had to mature. Once upon we had to evolve from a boy to a man.
Right. But I'm saying in the context of
they were saying it as in being married and doing that. I think that's just stupid as fuck.
Okay.
I agree with you on that. Times 10. But have you ever seen even a man that's really a boy do that?
Nah.
You never seen it?
Nah.
I've seen it. I know guys to this day that don't want to be in relationships with their woman, but they won't leave because they know that she won't make it in the world without him.
So let me get this right. And they really believe that in their mind?
Yeah.
Man, that sounds even stupider.
It does.
I'm not so I'm unhappy. Whatever this dynamic isn't working anymore, and I'm gonna stay in it because you, the woman, won't make it in this world. You might as well try to work that out. Like if it's that bad, if she can't quote unquote make it without you, because you're just whatever the fuck you think you are, you might as well try to work that out then.
So
Like why be a hole and try to push her to leave you when all at the same time you're saying, oh, well, she won't know what to do without me. That makes no fucking sense.
Okay, so I spoke to somebody about this, and they made a valid point with men saying they don't leave relationships, but the woman do, right? So if we look, like, I had to really think about what that person said to me on that aspect of men don't typically leave relationships, but the woman do. But a man could be doing something in that relationship unconsciously to make that woman leave, to make her file for that divorce, right?
So what they said was, in the context of that video, what they said was they knew men that would start to just get buck wild crazy, trying to force her to leave. And what I'm saying is, and then you're saying that you heard somebody say to you that they took that same approach and they didn't just cut it off and didn't just end it because she wouldn't know what to do, but all at the same time, you're doing everything in your power to make her leave you.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Like, whatsoever.
It doesn't, but that's why I just said what I said. When I had a conversation with somebody about this video, they made the point of men don't leave relationships, women do. But what does that man do to make that woman leave? That's
what I'm saying. So you ain't really making a point.
But it happens.
Men don't leave relationships, women do.
Exactly.
Anybody's gonna leave a relationship. That's
so that means it happens
them.
then.
What?
This right here, what these fellas was just saying.
Yeah, it does happen. And what I'm saying is, if that's you as a man, if that's your approach, meaning you can't say you ain't got the balls, you ain't whatever it is you need to have to say to a woman, this is no longer serving me. This doesn't work for me. However the conversation go, but instead you will play little childish games and intentionally do things that you know she doesn't like in order for her to freaking leave you.
Okay, so let's peel back a couple of more layers, D. Let's be honest with ourselves, right? How many times have we heard women say they left the relationship because she was asking for this, that, and the third, and he wouldn't do it? He wouldn't accommodate the things that she wanted. Like, he wouldn't be this guy.
But that's the difference between a person intentionally doing things.
But we don't know.
The guy on that video, so just keeping it around the video. The guy on that video was saying, yeah, I started to just hang out. I started not to care.
Yeah.
I just started to do.
That was stupid.
You understand what I'm saying? But now it's different when you're saying, okay, this young lady, this person has, in this relationship, they're requesting something of you. They're saying, hey, they're expressing to you, I don't like this. This doesn't work. Whatever that conversation may be. And then you're choosing not to meet that need. Then, yeah, she gonna leave you.
Yeah,
and I agree. She's expressed to you what it is and what it ain't. Something that you obviously haven't been able to do.
I just think those guys don't really want to be in a relationship anyways. That's that quick to be like, oh, okay, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit. I'm coming home late. They don't really want to be there.
But that's coward culture.
Yeah, but it happens.
And those are cowards.
And that dude sat right on that panel and said, yeah, he was one of those ones that did it.
Cowards. So let's understand. You got males, and then you got men.
Mm-hmm.
You got males, and then you got men, right? They were operating in the space of being, immature, selfish, and ultimately really emotional. You want somebody emotional? That's some emotional shit.
Yeah. That's kind of pussy.
What I'm saying?
That's pussy.
It really was.
I'd rather you just say, man, listen, man, what you about to do? It was this shit ain't working.
And that's it. Like that happens. You understand what I'm saying?
Or I just don't like you. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Reba.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. For the book. You took your time with that one.
Yeah. No grammatical errors too. The whole thing can't even fit on the screen, man.
Yeah, I see that. Shit.
Yeah.
There's more to it?
Yeah. So this is why so Quee, this is why women have a higher divorce rate, and I don't think that that's all the way true. A part of that is in my humble opinion, people today don't have the wherewithal that they once had, right? So you always hear people say, grandma stayed with granddad forever and a day, and you'll hear the lady say, yeah, that's because grandma ain't had no money. She ain't had no this. She
Or
ain't had
grandma
no that.
was stupid.
Right? But aside from that, what happens is what the internet and what social media has done is this made the world that much bigger and that much smaller at the same time. So once upon a time, you only encountered the people that you went to school with, people that was in your neighborhood, right? You couldn't pick up a mobile device and encounter someone in another state or on the other side of the U.S. You down here in South Florida, you ain't really have access to the dude in L.A., the dude in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So it was you didn't have the what appears to be all the options
That you have.
that you have today. You understand what I'm saying?
Options.
I was talking, with Judge Mathis and his wife, going through after 39 years of marriage.
Fucking stupid.
After 30, so we can only. I have no idea. So I'm speaking from a complete place of speculation, right? But one thing we do know is that with the emergence of social media being what it is, you now have the ability to, via Facebook, reach out to your old high school sweetheart, whatever the case. You seen BMF?
Nope.
Moms was married to Pops. Everything was good. Somehow, some way, she run into her little old school.
Fling.
I don't know if they ever had some. Old Maurice, that was his name. And she just felt like Maurice was the hottest thing under the sun.
Better than what she had?
Better than what she had.
That's how it always
Because
happens.
he was a doctor and, and he come with I always loved you, always sent. People been out of high school 100 years, man.
Yeah, always
He
wanted
come
that
hit
ass.
her with he been in love with her. He loved her since high school. I'm paraphrasing.
Did he hit?
You know he did.
Oh.
And the second he finished, guess what he told her? I'm engaged to somebody. So now she going home with the poo-poo face to her husband that still want her now. Now, granted, he had done messed up. Let me tell the whole story. He had done cheated with, I think, he cheated with somebody when supposed to cheat. I think with the neighbor or something stupid like that. I ain't familiar with the show like that. Just got bits and pieces. So he did mess up. Now, don't get it twisted. He messed up now. But the point I'm getting to is that she thought she had found something better, and he wasn't no better, wasn't no different than her husband that wanted her any goddamn.
The grass ain't always green on the other side.
So that's the biggest difference between what it was prior to social media to what it is now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And going back to that's why women have a higher divorce rate is, from my observation, is more so the feeling of I can find better. It's the hypergamy side coming out. It's better. It's this. And it's like, nah. Like, what you really think, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, old girl, divorced old boy, got with the next, they going through a divorce right now. Like, so what you really think?
Hold on, Beyonce?
Old girl.
What?
Yeah.
I think, damn.
Lucille disappointed. Lucille, yes, she did.
40 years, dog. Let me tell you something. To think that you have the options that you had 40 years ago is fucking... I got it. You ready?
Go ahead.
Where is that? Hold on.
Go ahead.
Insanity. It's absolutely diabolical.
It's absolutely diabolical.
40 years, bruh? You think you finna replace that man? Hypergamy is real.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. You can never date down. Once you leave a nigga of that stature, it's going to be a hard life, sweetheart. And how old he is? About 70? 60, 70?
Man, poor Judge Mathis, man.
Oh, man.
Poor Judge. I ain't never hear about Judge Mathis caught up in no crap.
Nothing. No scandals. No
I ain't
nothing.
never hear about Judge Mathis caught up in no crap, man.
Why you leaving that man? He's a judge. Come on, man. Go back home, Lucille. Go back home. It ain't nothing out here. These young niggas gonna pump and dump your stupid ass.
They gonna do what?
They gonna pump and dump her stupid ass. Like, come on. Don't do that. Go home to your husband. That's that goes back to what she said in the beginning.
So this happens. More than likely, she's fed up. She probably doesn't even want to see another man. But how long does that last? I've definitely seen people, mostly women, leave a relationship and feel like, oh, I'm just. And that lasts for, it can last for a year, 2 years, 3 years. But at some point, like, we're wired as human beings for companionship.
Right.
Like, that's what it is.
What did the doctor say in the beginning? In the beginning clip, what was it called? The illusion thing that she said. What was the name of it?
Yeah. The fairy tale.
That's exactly what's happening right there. Like that illusion of, oh, I'm just not happy anymore. Man, marriage ain't supposed to be happy anyways, from what I was taught.
Is the happiness a byproduct of something else? I definitely don't think marriage should be dependent upon happiness, but I do think happiness is a byproduct of a number of things that are foundational. Right? I think that and I'll say this as we close, I think that we all have to get to a place where we get comfortable with being content.
Mm-hmm.
Some people hear that word and think settling. Being content and settling is two totally different things.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Being content is understanding that I may not have all that I want, but I have what I need and some of what I want. Right? Because at the end of the day, you're with one person, and that one person can definitely meet your need if you know what those needs are, and at times meet some of those wants. Because the things that you want and that person may lack, and now this person come along appears to be all that you want and none of what you need, but because the want isn't being executed over here, it's magnified over there.
Okay.
And that person becomes just such a knight in shining armor. And it's like, nah, you just going after, what you want in the moment and negating and forgetting about what you've needed all this time and what you've gotten all this time.
Right.
From the person that you with.
I hear that. What Sharonda said? Her piece was more okay. Don't worry about that. Let me tell you something. She gonna be in a bad place. If you think you're lonely now,
Go ahead.
Wait until tonight, girl.
Boy, because it's a doggy dog world.
That shit get cold.
You ain't dating in 40 years, baby.
And you think you gonna get back out here? Let me tell you something, boy. When reality slap the shit out you, you gonna be crawling back to Judge Mathis. Baby, please. Baby, come back.
And meanwhile, that boy gonna mess around and get him a little young thing.
A little young thing. Because his value ain't do nothing but do this. Woo!
Yeah. I'm anxious to see how that work out. Hopefully they can work it out, though.
I hope they do. I hope she come to her senses and take her ass back home. Go home. Lucille, go home.
About she was at Puffy party.
Oh, so she seen some things, huh, mama? Oh, hey, man, that's a possibility.
Hey, before we get up out of here, man, y'all give us a couple likes. Just give us something in the comments, man. So we coming on every Wednesday, middle of the day, middle of the week conversation. I know some of y'all at work. Bring your headphones on Wednesday so you can tune in. Being content is being happy with the person that's giving you the things you need. They are giving you that 80%. There you go, y'all. Don't be blinded by that 20%. By that person that only offers that 20%. Amen to that. Shout out. Get a couple bells for that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go.
Yep, here they go. Stick to the facts, man.
Here we go.
We would have found about them 4 kids
long time ago. That shit don't hide when you in the public eye like that.
Yeah, not like that. He be talking crap on his show, so
they coming for you.
They would have been ready to execute him.
Yeah. So now we ain't gonna make up no shit.
Okay, we got some thumbs up coming.
Yeah, give us a good 10 more. We need 10 more.
Yeah.
How many people in here? Let me see.
And then you can share this. You can share this to your Facebook. You can share this to your YouTube, man. And yeah, man. So final thoughts, man.
Lucille, go home.
You call him the Lady Lucille?
Yeah. 40 years, her name got to be Lucille or Evelyn. Listen, go home.
Evelyn.
Gotta be one of those. Go home, man. Listen, man.
Hey, Judge Mathis will fuck you up by this wife.
I know he would. That's why she need to go home. Like, she need to go home. Listen, don't let this fake ass world fool you, man. This boy, the shit cold out here. Cause if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Cause it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. 40 years. 40 years, man. How we gonna hold on, wait. Let's do this real quick. Let me put this up one more again. One more again. Give me that right quick, D.
You got it.
So listen, everybody, I want y'all to remember this. Let's go ahead on over there to that Eventbrite site, right? Virgo Crew, all white.eventbrite.com. Get your tickets now. It's gonna be the Virgo Takeover at Duce Restaurant and Lounge.
Shout out my dog DJ Q DJ, Fat Boy Rhymer. Happy belated birthday, my brother. Yeah, man, they got the right people on the wheels of steel, man. So it ought to be a movie, man. All white, everything. Go iron up that old linen suit you got.
Hold on, nigga. You say the linen suit?
Yeah.
God damn
You know,
it.
the boys think they be stepping with the wrinkled up, and the suit be wrinkled in.
And baggy as fuck.
Go ahead, man.
Holy.
Go ahead, man, and get yourself organized.
Yeah, that'll be a good deal, man.
Get yourself organized. But yeah, man, we'll get up out of here, man. Y'all catch us next Wednesday, same time. If you got a response, if anything's floating around on social media, man, you'll want to hear our take on it. Definitely send it to us. You can reach out, social media handles, OPOV Podcast, email at gmail.com, OPOV Podcast with an S at gmail.com. See our little cash tag down there, man. If we help you get through your work day, go ahead and send us a little $5, $10 or something. Me and my dog go get a little fish sandwich or something.
Yeah, man. We're going straight to McDonald's.
OPOV, the number one.
Yeah.
You know, if you really love us, we can go to Prime 112 for the day shift. They call.
They gonna send that to you, not me. They don't want me to eat that. They don't like me like that.
They love you.
Yeah.
They coming along, man. They coming along. But yeah, tune in next Wednesday, man. Meet in the middle. Mr. Good Guy, asshole extraordinaire, 12 p.m. helping you through your work day. And man, we appreciate all y'all for checking in. We had a lot of good comments. Shout out to Yaya's Kitchen. Shout out to Reva. Shout out my dog Peanut, Mr. Rodney Pender. What's up, bro?
Oh shit, he was in there?
Yeah. Good talk, fellas. Shout out to Erica, my mom in the chat as well. I can't see the other ones because you got the mouse.
No, you got the mouse.
All right, cool. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Chop. Be sure to tune in to Chopping It with Chop every Friday. Shout out to Sharonda. What's up, Elena? Shout out to Brittany, man. Just shout out to all y'all. What's up, Joy? My dog, Fat Boy. Just going through all the people that was chiming in, man. Shout out my dog Jennifer, Miss Dufresne. Yeah. Erica, what it do? Joe, what's happening? Bernice, what's going on? Hey, I can't do it by myself. They say you want to be a hard body back.
Ain't nobody listening to you. I don't give a fuck, man. It's all right, man. Listen. Hey, listen, man. The world can't be full of perfect people. You know? What?
I ain't got nothing.
We all can't be perfect, man. Listen, just like they had kings, they had peasants.
What you saying?
I don't know, but it made sense to me.
Close us out, man.
Definitely made sense to me, nigga.
Close us out.
Nigga, we ain't here no more, man. We out, man. So listen, hey, letyourmancheat.com. That's going to be some merch. We should get that on a shirt. I'm going to get you one. You got to wear it, too. Don't get quiet, D. Stop that shit. You hear me, nigga? Letyourmancheat.com. Yeah.
You actually create a .com?
I will. You know what? That'll be a good... Man, we'll see. If y'all going to support it, man, letyourmancheat.com.
You forgot the last part, man.
Oh, that's going to be in the back of the shirt. In peace. In fucking peace, goddamn.
Somebody finna call my phone. Soon as we hang up, I don't know why you sit next to him.
Yeah, in peace, goddamn. Fuck that. Hey man, listen. This has been another good show. Hold on, let me use that D. Before we get out of here, listen, I need everybody to do us a big favor. Like the video, share. Go to every platform that we have, OPOV Podcast. You type it in Google, we're gonna be the first thing that pop up, goddamn. OPOV Podcast, hit the notification bell. When you hit the notification bell, it's gonna say ding. Bing. Hit the bell, D. Hit the bell.
Hey, listen, and shout out, man, before we get up out of here, shout out to the Boom Boom Room. We got a big collaboration coming up. OPOV, Boom Boom Room. Shout out to Keon, shout out to Kia, shout out to Nakima. Man, shout out to June. He's a Capricorn. She say, so I can stay away.
Huh.
Damn, she say, what's your sign so she can stay away, cool.
The best one. A stop sign.
Caps. All caps. Eat my mouse, man.
I don't have the mouse, man.
All right. But yeah, man, we got a real big announcement coming up. Collaborative effort, Boom Boom Room, OPOV. Big things on the horizon. Stay tuned. We go and make that announcement September 6th, I believe. All right. So, Mr. Good Guy, Daryl Finley, Silverback University, SBU, asshole extraordinaire.
Oh, wrong hand. Don Juan J. Twan. Hey, go hit that follow button on my page, too. I know y'all like me.
We out.
We definitely out this bitch. Hey, man, you know what? Nah, fuck it. We out.